wealthy as a mariachi band, but the performance boost is worth it.
Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Z-Bar here. Today I'm bringing you a new game that you've never seen before on the channel. That is XDefiant. I have been so excited for this game to come out for so long, and yesterday was finally the day. As of recording this, it's May 22nd. It's day 2 of XDefiant. I just finished streaming my second day of streaming the game. Wanted to get on here, show you a little cheeky gameplay I got. I think this is the gameplay where I mostly use the double barrel shotty, playing some hot shot, running around, getting kills with it, just being really ratty and cheeky, and that's one of the things I really like about this game that I'll get into in a minute. But wanted to get on and talk about this game because I've been waiting for, like I said, a very long time for this to come out. Let me know if you guys have also been waiting. If you don't know too much about what's been going on with this game, it was slated to come out last spring or last summer, something like that. We had a beta in the summer, and it was like supposed to drop towards the end, like August/early September of last year. Everybody was super excited for it. The beta was actually super smooth. The game felt great. It felt very similar to how it feels right now, almost a year later. And they just kept delaying the game over and over again. And finally, they announced that it was going to be delayed for the foreseeable future. They didn't even give us a date for the longest time. Probably like 5-6 months went by, and they decided to hold another closed test for like, it was like, I think only 6 or 10 hours or something. The closed test was open just to do like a stress test on the servers. But basically what happened was they had to start over from scratch on the netcode. I believe they scrapped the entire netcode of what it was on the beta, and they completely scrapped it and started over from the start. So that was the reason that it took so long. Apparently the thing that caused it was like people weren't able to party up with friends in game, and like that was just a huge problem for them. They were not able to figure out how the hell to get that like mechanic to work, so they had to like scrap the whole thing for it, which is kind of insane. But anyway, delayed like a year, and finally a few weeks ago they finally announced the release date of May 21st, which is yesterday, and here we are. The game is finally out. It's in the preseason right now, and I could not be happier. I mean, I was super excited for it because I'm an OG COD head, and if anybody's been playing COD for quite a long time, you'll know that this game feels very similar to the older CODs, you know, COD Modern Warfare from 2007, World at War, MW2, Black Ops 2, MW3, and so on. It feels pretty similar to those, which is a really cool thing about the game. It's kind of nostalgic, and it feels like that old school kind of game, but at the same time it brings a lot of new things to the table and like a perfect balance, which I think is part of the reason why I think the game will be so successful. But one of my favorite things about the game is definitely the old school feel about it. I love how it feels like I said, Black Ops 2, even Black Ops 1. It's just got that like kind of, you know, somewhat clunky, but at the same time kind of like janky / quick, kind of jolty mechanic to it. It's just fun. It feels like an arcade shooter. It's very fast paced. There's no proning. All the game modes are very kind of like action packed. So the game just has a really fast, great pace to it. It's a lot of fun. No more skill based matchmaking, which I love. One of my biggest and most favorite things about the game is the fact that they're bringing in OG prestige system back into the game. Super hyped for that because it's been something I've been missing in COD for the last, like, I don't even know, 7 or 8 years now. They just do these like seasonal prestiges where they cap your level at like 55 or 75, and then that's it for like 2 months. You can't even level up anymore. You have nothing to go for. So I've always really hated that. I loved seeing how far I could push it in the older CODs, how high of a prestige I could get, and then you go back and you're like, wow, I made it to like 7th prestige this year. Like, I didn't make it all the way. Or like, wow, I made it to like 20th prestige this year. I had so much time to play that year. I was grinding nonstop. I must have really loved that game. I always thought that was a really cool aspect to it, not having your level capped and being able to really grind and just like see how far you could make it. It was a reason to get on the game, you know? If you didn't feel like going for camos or you didn't feel like going for challenges, you could just get on the game, do whatever you want, use a gun you've already maxed out, and just go for levels. Just level up in the game and just have a good time. Another thing I really like about the game is the fact that there's no skill-based matchmaking, which I think is huge. And for me, you know, I'm definitely an above-average COD player, above-average first-person shooter player in general. But with skill-based matchmaking, it's rough because it's not the fact that I want to stomp the whole lobby, right? I think a lot of people get into this idea that people who don't want skill-based matchmaking just want it to come easy for them, which is not true. I think the problem with Call of Duty and how tuned their SBMM is the fact that you are pretty much forced to use the meta weapons when you get to a certain level. You're just at a severe disadvantage otherwise if you don't use the MCW, or if you don't use, you know, whatever meta submachine gun is in right now. Is it the Rival 9? I think it is. So you're just at a severe disadvantage if you don't use those. If I wanted to go in the game and mess around with a shitty AR or get some challenges with a sniper, it's just not going to happen, and I'm not going to be able to, you know, keep up and have like an even KD. I'll just be getting shit on, barely able to get a kill, just because of how sweaty and how aggressive the skill-based matchmaking is. You kind of get to a point where everybody's just trying their hardest, which I love. I love that everybody's trying their hardest, but what I don't like is that in order to keep up with those people, you kind of have to run a very specific setup in the game, which is, I mean, it could be a balancing issue, but whatever it is, it kind of sucks. And so I love in this game, like you can see in this gameplay, I'm running around with a double barrel shotty, I'm holding my own, I can snipe in the game and not feel like I'm, you know, costing my team. I can use a wide range of SMGs, which is just a really good feeling in a game like this. So definitely big shouts to them for getting that balancing right and really figuring it out right off the rip. But yeah, guys, it's safe to say this game is officially in my main rotation for at least the foreseeable future, so you can expect a lot more content coming from this game here on the channel. I'll probably be uploading some more gameplays. I'd like to do like a montage, maybe a sniper montage, or just a montage of cool clips I get throughout like the first couple weeks of the game dropping. Maybe I'll do like a preseason montage where I'd kind of like compile all my good clips from the game. I want to make some cool creative videos with this game. I'm just having a lot of fun with it, so I'm kind of going to ride the momentum and see what happens with the videos that come out. But anyway, guys, nice talking to you. It's been a minute, and hopefully I can upload more soon for you guys. I'm actually moving to Peru about next week, so I'll be bringing my whole setup, making more videos there, and streaming a bunch more as well. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Enemy hotshot is active. Neutralized immediately.